Hey y'all, it's your girl Stephanie. This is Wrestling Color Podcast right here on YouTube. Real quick, call to action. Thumbs up the video if you're interested and you like what I'm doing. Go ahead and subscribe. It's free 99. Make sure you always hit me in the comments. I want to know what your thoughts are about all of the things that I got going on. And go look at the community tab because I'll be talking to y'all. Anyway, with that being said, don't forget it because I don't like to repeat it too much. Let's dive into this because there's a lot going on with the WOW Women's Wrestling promotion and the Tonga Twins. So the Tonga Twins left abruptly in April. Pretty popular tag team, pretty girls. I actually feel like they are the female version of the Usos when they first started. Of course, they are from the island of Tonga, so they have the Samoan connection and everything. They work with the Fatus. I don't know why I can't remember the Usos' daddy for some damn reason. Anyway, they've been working with them. They have that connection and all of that. So they are well known in the wrestling circuit and they are part of the family. Okay. With that being said, they left abruptly. So they put out a very vague statement that a man was in the locker room saying crazy shit to them. They not the ones, and so they left. Couple of girls left behind them. Okay, they said when we get the opportunity, we're gonna tell you what happened. Now that opportunity arises, the Toga have took to their their YouTube channel, and they made a statement. Here's the issue: they don't ever tell you exactly what they were asking for, or what the issue was and how they came. They do tell you a man was talking to them crazy. A man said stuff that was disrespecting them. The man was a new commentator. They said it wasn't Stephen Dickey, it wasn't AJ Lee, and David McLean was not either. Left one clear person. Reddit said it was a dude named Nigel Sherrod. Okay, and apparently he fucking some chick down there and he got a lot of pull. They complained about him and asked them to keep him away from them, and they feel they were fired for this. They also alluded to maybe it was a race thing because other girls have asked this guy not to come around them and they were treated differently. But when they came and asked for this guy to get away from them, they got fired. Now, the reason why these people on Reddit said it was Nick Sherrod is because his behavior is inflammatory, and he was actually really pushing hard for the fabulous Moolah and her bullshit and how she was pimping out them girls and stuff. And so they went ahead and got rid of her off of the whole WWE, you know, the Moolah, the Mae Young Classic. That's how it became the Mae Young Classic. It was going to be the Fabulous Moolah Classic, and they was like, no, the fuck it ain't. So we had that whole issue, and it became the Mae Young Classic, and they do need to bring that back. Anyway, so they took to their YouTube. They gave a very long and emotional, wasn't too long, about 30-minute statement. There's a point that we're going to listen to, but they never really said what the issue was. And I think that is going to be something that they're going to have to give if you want the full support from the public, people are going to want to know exactly what happened without giving names. But they're so vague, and they're just like, we're speaking our truth and this is what happened to us, but you're not really telling us what happened. It's like if someone gives you food and you're like, this is disgusting, and they're like, well, what's nasty? And you're just like, the food, and it's disgusting. And they're like, okay, can you tell me exactly what was the problem? All of this. And you're just like, all of the food is the problem, and the person who made the food is looking like, okay, I don't, it just leaves a lot to be desired. So with further research, came to a post on Post Wrestling, and credit goes to Andrew Thomas. This was May 11th, 2024, because there is not a lot of information on what's going on with WOW and Token Twins, and that should tells you a lot. But anyway, Simone Williams and Heidi Horowitz have chimed in. There was a statement released by the Token Twins, whose stage names are Kona and Kauza, to announce their exit from WOW. They noted that they will no longer be seen on the programming because they spoke out, and they mentioned in their joint statement, "You can't do this to good people who sacrifice their families. So evil." In response to that, former WOW World Champion Princess Aussie, Simone Williams, released a statement of her own and accused Kona and Kauza of bullying and threatening talent. She added that they were let go and did not leave WOW on their own. And I quote, this is from Simone Williams. WOW has many flaws and has a ton of growing pains with good and bad decisions along the way. But what's happening right now is not right. The Token Twins were let go. They did not quit. The Token Twins were called out because of their own actions of bullying talent, threatening talent, and acting off-brand online, all of which is documented and hopefully for their sake doesn't make it online. Women's empowerment isn't about burning a company down and taking everyone's jobs away from them because you did not like being told no. When just hours before being let go, you're sending locker room leader motivational speeches in a company-wide group chat. WOW has a long way to go, that's clear, but I'd be damned if I let the ego of two very well-treated and pushed talent speak on our behalf out of spite. In the video, one of the girls did say that they were being pushed or perceived to be the favorites, but they also said that they weren't being paid and they were doing it. They were just doing their jobs. They weren't getting any preferential treatment. That must have been the response to this. Heidi Horowitz, who competed for WOW in 2022 and 23, backed Simone's comments and added that the Token Twins have injured talent such as herself. She had to go to the ER and requested her release after the situation. Horowitz, and I quote, said, WOW can be criticized for many things, but these women stating that they'll speak out for the other girls only receive favoritism while bullying and injuring others. Their entire time crying sisterhood. I went to the ER due to their negligence and improper training. I requested my release directly after this incident. They also bullied a close friend of mine when she was severely injured and spoke up. So as of this post, there was no response. Like I said, the Token Twins have now come back and elicited a response to these allegations and what these women have said about them in response to what they're saying about WOW and why they were released. So another wrestler by the name the Tulsa Tornado, she said, I want everyone to know that I'm no longer with WOW. Speaking up equal released. I will give more details soon, especially after what happened to the Token Twins. I can no longer be silent. They were the only reason why I chose to handle it silently the way I did to begin with, out of respect for them and the position at WOW. But now, fuck WOW. Exploitation does not equal empowerment. So it's a lot going on. Well, there's a lot of information out there that is confusing. It's scattered. No one knows what's going on, who did what, who shot who. Again, what is being floated around on the internet is the person that the Token Twins are talking about. I think, and Reddit has dug up, is a guy named Nigel Sherrod. Okay? Let's listen to the Tokens, and we're going to wrap it up from there.
Couple days, I don't respect it. You can't come for somebody's culture like that and bash them for standing up. Again, I'm gonna say it. It was never about no money. We did the first 2 seasons for this company for basically free. And I'm gonna say it because it needs to be said. We did this for free.
Damn near free.
Damn near free. We have kids. We have our own family. We have to feed our kids, right? You go out and do things and you come back home. You're supposed to bring food to the plate, right? That wasn't the case. No, because we love this company. We sacrificed a lot before we even got into the company. We knew what we were going to do. We knew we were going to miss funerals. We knew we were going to miss birthdays, weddings. That was what it all came with, and we knew that. So the fact that it was never about money. And then the loyalty for this company we had, it was all loyalty we had. I'm on TV, and it's embarrassing, but I love this company that I'm on TV and I'm broke. I'm on government support. Yes, and I'm not ashamed. I am on government EBT for my kids. That's how I feed my kids. So for a company to come at me and try to put my name down, my culture, you're putting my culture, you're putting my family, my kids, the people I go home to and I have to live with. So you think about that the next time you want to put my name in your mouth.
That's pretty much the meat of the video alone. If you guys want to watch it, just look up the Tonga Twins' YouTube. It's about 31 minutes long. They're very upset, riled up. Never really kind of got to exactly what was asked. But apparently this guy that we're just going to call him Nigel Sherrod, allegedly, is the guy that is running these ladies down and talking them any which way but loose. Now, someone in the YouTube, they said she gonna spill some tea. So apparently Miss Jenny Buss, you know, she owns the Wild Promotion and the Lakers, I believe. She fucking old boy Nigel. They said she a whole fraud. Then somebody said she repelled all the Lakers youngins, the light-skinned ones and the loyal ones. Of course, Braun hitting. She been passed around. That's why Kuntz left. So listen, they got, I don't know who this Stefano is, but he said he got the tea, and that's the tea. I don't think LeBron fucking Jenny Buss, and if he is, that's gross. But for these ladies to be on welfare and shit, and Jenny Buss is a billionaire. I'm never gonna understand anybody who says who shouldn't get paid what when you got people out here doing what they love and not getting paid, period, and getting kicked in the ass. I can hear the youth in these girls when they say they thought this company loved them. Baby, going forth and wherever y'all go, get the money. The money. Monies. That's, you got to get the money. Okay? If they ain't paying, you ain't playing. You understand? You don't never work for free when you got mouths to feed, baby. I don't know where y'all thought that was going to be smart. You don't never work yourself into a tizzy for no goddamn company. Because just the way they hired you, baby, they going to fire you. And companies are bold enough to say, well, you didn't give me 2 weeks. Bitch, you didn't fire me in 2 weeks. You fired me the same day and walked me out with security. Going forth, get your money right, line it up, get you some lawyers. Don't you work for none of these people for free. Talking about you want some food stamps. Now, quiet as it's kept, if I can say, I would love some food stamps. I would never be ashamed. But it's shameful if you on TV moving around doing your thing and you flat ass broke. That's like TLC when they was winning Grammys and they talking about we broke. We ain't got no money. Them motherfuckers took all our dough. Come on, y'all got to be smarter than that. Now, some people said you should go ahead, y'all free agents, go ahead, work the indies, get your name out there, move around, go to WWE, show them what you got. Go talk to Mark Henry. He has an eye for talent. You already know the whole Samoan thing. You got that inside. Reality of wrestling sitting right over there. There are places to go. WoW is a very tiny fish in a big pond. So fucking tiny that I could barely find information about this. But I am going to keep my eye on it because it's a hot topic. With that being said, y'all tell me what you think about the Togan twins. This motherfucking dude, Nigel, running them down, talking shit to them, making them feel bad. And where they're going to land. Do you believe Simone and Heidi and that these are actually the villains and not WoW and the gals? Hit me in the comments. Tell me what you think. Later.